Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey man, good luck. No hate towards you. You're better than me.
Hey, you got 3, three down. Hey, check my 33, check.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Ah, trash.
Be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground.
Fucking ran 10 yards backwards
down.
and passed it.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Tighten up.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Right there. 56. Let's go. Kill. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert. Crash.
A first down throw from Mayfield. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hurry. Go now.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Strong right. Hey, four down. Check. Crunch. Point it right. 56. Hey, Echo. Check. Kings. Check. Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Excuse me, I had a beer before this.
Under 10. Hey, alert 3. Hurry. Switch gears. Check safety.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley.
Nobody's going to tackle him. All right.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on first down.
Nobody.
And some space here. Solid gain of 18.
Nobody wants to.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert. Check girls. Kill. Up, kill. Greystone, travel. Check. Up, check 99. Wide. Hurry. Slam.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it.
Fuck this game.
It's loose.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy.
Fuck this whack-ass game.
End zone for a Raider touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Lay down, dog.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go. Mike check 33.
Hello, let's focus.
Say. Check Mike 33. Watch the run.
Now Jackson.
Got me.
Throw again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Mike check 33. Tighten up. Pull it together.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Yuck.
On the return is Cohen. Escapes the defender.
Really?
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other.
Good game, Raiders.
That flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Josie Jewell on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Hey, check 24. Check 4.
What the fuck?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people
Fuck
miss.
this game.
Gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Already
down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a
Why are you calling timeout? That play was going to work.
It does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
SOS. Deuce. No. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Hut.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's
really? You can't even get a fucking yard, you pussy bitch.
Nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now Jackson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's intercepted. I
don't know why I did that, but whatever.
A big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Had the slant right there.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a
what
little
the
bit.
fuck is going on?
The worst thing he can do is what you're seeing
that.
right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Pistol.
Following the interception, Mayfield eluding the pressure.
God damn.
Right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 6 guys. Regular.
Now Gurley.
Somebody tackle this man.
And he's going to be brought
fucking
down by
face mask! Bull fucking shit!
This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Mike 5-2. Bring it. Check three. Slam. Hurry.
Mayfield.
Sit the fuck down!
Baker Mayfield.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Next time I hope it fucking tears ACL.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, Mike 52. Run. Watch twins.
Now Mayfield. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
33. 56, the mock boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, alert 33. He's cracked. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Hurry, hurry.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
God damn beer keeps making me fucking burp.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check 26, check 26. King. Hurry.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
Nobody covers him. You know,
This one
whatever.
caught by Isabella. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Shit. Pistol. Watch the edge. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry. Watch out.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Uses the stiff arm. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Rosas to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the safety creep. Pump. Hey, check Mike 33. Check. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike, check 33. 33. Let's make these babies cross right.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time. Defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by for Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 43-yard line.
58 for Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson.
Hey, we got some positive yards.
Another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Fucking A.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Past the and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm one.
Just catch.
Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 50. Check 50. Kill. Turn up. Look, 60 front. Swing. Tight dog. Swing. That's it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Fucking gay game. Fucking... I'm audibling you, bitch.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere.
Wow.
They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go
That's
for
fine.
it. And the Raiders
What do I got
with
to
the
lose?
football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurry.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Is what it is.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
That's all right. Just giving you better field position, buddy.
Coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Kings. Hatchet. Shit. Check.
All right.
First down, Mayfield. Rolling to his right.
Sure, you're going to get away with some cheese.
That ball complete to Isabella.
Whack.
Inside the 35.
Can't win without an X factor at quarterback. Can't win without trash.
Offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run.
Everybody gets 30 superstars.
He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Good. 180. Point it right. Get him. Back. Regular. Check your hot read. Alert. One time.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 16 yards, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Rush in. Alert. Chance. Out.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert. Check 37. Watch safety creep. Hey, alert 33. Safety's creeping. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Real.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Regular. Check. Alert.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
surely.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys continue to pour it on. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that's complete to Cooks. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. They were looking for Johnson that time. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Cody, no.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cody, get the fuck out of my face.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry.
Cody, get the fuck out of my face.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run again with Logan. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Hurry! Hey, foxtrot. Foxtrot.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180. Up. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, Zoo. Even. Hey, number 28. Mike, he's coming. Hurry. Watch out.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. Being chased out left.
Fucking kill him.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
180. 56. I'm here all day. Pistol. Watch out.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
5. Kings. 56. Point it right. Hurry. Motion.
From the 44, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Hurry. Kill.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Protect. 180. Run. 56. Okay, double up. Hey, Delta. Hey, alert 33. Regular. Check 24.
Throwing. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right.
Fuck him up.
Slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check right. Mike 52. Alert. Hey, alert 33. Alert. He's coming, double up. Check, crunch. Check, hurry. Check. One touch.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They run. It's Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 13-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Just wish I cared.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Mayfield. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Cody, my goodness. You're a good dog, but geez, dude. You need to be licking my face.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Jackson now on second and 10. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
No gain on the screen there at second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Again, Jackson. And Jackson
You're good, man. You're really good.
And he'll go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's third and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Please, fucking Mayfield be hurt.
Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera.